documentation, all of that good shit. One day, perhaps, I will write an algorithm to go back through all these videos, the descriptions mainly, and compile this data into something that actually can be analyzed. But you know what? Even if that never happens, that's okay. This is all just self-expression for self-expression's sake. It's because I fucking feel like it. I mean, why do we do anything? It should be because we feel like it. That's it. There's no greater reason. I'm expressing that today feels like there's been a shift. What kind of shift? I don't know, an upward one? A positive shift? Releasing? A loosening? It's this feeling, actually, like something having died. Or about to die. It's a feeling of very recent or occurring or imminent release. Which might not sound like a great thing. To me, that's an awesome thing. When you're aware that death is just a transition, it's just a change of states, it's not an end of anything. It doesn't harm your being in any way. You're fine. Even when you die. In fact, you're more fine. You're very fine at that point. But it feels a little bit like that. It feels a little bit like last day. Or first, no, it's last day. It's not first day. It's the last day of something. Like the last day of school, the last day in this apartment building, the last day at this place of work, last day in this country, last day on this earth. It just feels like last day. And so all of the feelings that you get with that freedom, it's liberating. It's a sense of liberation, of not being tied to this. There's something new coming. We don't know what it is. There's an impending unknown. That is how life is eternal, is by this continuous allowance of endings and new beginnings that are actually unknowns to take place, by the fact that it is so loose and adaptable and flexible and not rigid, not structured, not required to stick to some sort of plan. It's a loose plan. It's jazz, baby. It's all improv. It's all played by ear. There's a rhythm to it and a harmony, that's how it works. And it's just this feeling of we've reached the end of this section of music, this book, whatever it is, and the rest is unwritten, and we're about to write it. We're about to experience that. We're about to play something new, to write something new, to live something new, to be something new. And so all of this other stuff can just be let go. We can enjoy it fully, appreciating it, because we're at the end of it. We can enjoy it for what it is. We can see from this standpoint, you realize how not serious any of this is. It's all constantly changing. It was all always constantly changing and evolving. It was never going to be forever. Because what is forever is the progression. What is forever is the evolution, is the growth, the expansion. That means nothing contained within that is forever, because it is the expansion itself that is perpetual. That requires this continuous changing of states. And so you don't ever have to take it so seriously. It's always temporary. And there is always something more, something better, something expanded, something improved that is coming, that's around the corner, that's on the next cycle through, the next train, the next ship, whatever, the next moment even, which really it's just one continuous moment, but we won't get into that. It just feels excuse me, like a culmination and a releasing, like a graduation day. Like, we did it, we're here, Goodbye high school, goodbye college, goodbye whatever it is. As we go on, we remember all the times we shared together. It's a little bit of that. There's a sense of nostalgia, but really this excitement for the future, for the untapped potential, for the unknown, the uncreated that is waiting to be created, waiting to be discovered. This new horizon that we have laid eyes upon for the first time as we reach the peak of this hill that we've been climbing for a long, long time. And now we're here, we're at the top. We can see the whole progression laid out behind us, and we see before us everything that is awaiting to be discovered. All of this new. And so yeah, there is that sense of saying goodbye, of releasing, of a death of one thing as we transition into the new thing. And it feels really good. It feels like peace. It feels like excitement. It is the excitement of a new journey. I'm here for it. Everything just feels precious. It is that realization that nothing really matters. Nothing fucking matters. Absolutely nothing matters. So why take it so seriously? It's up to us. It is our power and our freedom to, in every moment, feel the preciousness of it. To experience that moment fully and appreciate it for being what it is. To just marvel at the unique expression that is existing right now that we get to be a part of. That we get to experience, and viscerally, sensually, with physical senses, we get to experience the tangible nature of this moment of expression, which has never been before and will never be again. It's utterly unique. It is one of a kind. And how beautiful is that? To just get to look at how blue the sky is right now. You could say, yeah, the sky's always blue, big whoop. It's never been this. I promise you that. The clouds have never been in this precise orientation. The moon right there, with the clouds right here, with the sun right there. With this angle, with this weather, with just everything, every detail of it. It's never been this, specifically. Something like it? Sure. I don't care about that. It's never been this. And it never will be again. How remarkable is that? The texture of leaves on trees. Yeah, you could say they sprout out of the same places every year. It's not the same leaf. It's not the same leaf. Every leaf is different. They're like snowflakes. I mean, yeah, they have the same basic pattern. They've never been like this, though. They've never all been together in this form with this exact distribution of chlorophyll and this combination of nutrients in the ground and whatever's in the air and just the way that the light is reflecting off of them. Never been that before. Never will be that again. That's astounding. That's worth just marveling at. I mean, it's like that. It's like that. It's this feeling, and that I am focusing on and desire to carry with me, because I've felt it before and I want to feel it more. That feeling of just, it is the rightness, the absolute rightness of this moment, which is always there to be sensed, but it's an aliveness to that. It's going into the rightness. It's inhabiting the rightness of the moment and being one with it and living it, dwelling, possessing that sensation, that space of seeing from the perspective of the rightness of how perfect and unique and one of a kind all of this is now. All of the now that is. It's never gonna be like this again. It's never been like this before, and it'll never be the same again. And that alone is awe-inspiring. That alone makes it all just marvelous and jaw-dropping. It doesn't need anything else. It does not need a fucking reason. It's just beautiful. It just is. It's exquisite. Look at it. It's one of a kind. And it is that feeling of this is the only time. So why not make the most of it? It's the only moment. It's here to be enjoyed, to be appreciated. There's no threat. There's nothing that can go wrong. It only gets better and better. It only gets more alive. The being that we are only becomes more well. It only expands. It only improves. It's like looking at a child in some stage of their growth and just marveling at that moment. Just knowing it's going to change. Knowing you can never capture this. Whether in a photo or a memory or whatever. You can never capture this moment. So be a part of it. Inhabit this moment fully. Live it. Embrace it. Embody it. Be there with this child. Feel their energy. In this unique, perfect stage, knowing it's only going to get bigger and better, and just appreciating, holding the whole of that perspective all together at once, but softly. Here's my coworker. It's beautiful. It's living this moment as the only moment, because it is the only moment. So embrace it as that. It's perfect as it is. It doesn't need to be anything other than this. I don't know. It's fabulous. Everything is absolutely gorgeous. The universe, I don't have the words to express it. But it is resplendent. It is here for us. And it just gets better and better. Have a beautiful day.